headed to start on a fence job. I think we're just laying out holes today, but that buddy of mine that has a welding business also, Mitchell Perry is his name. Good friend of my brother-in-law's actually. That's how I met Mitchell. Anyway, he has his own welding business, does fence work a lot more than I do. But he also has a skid steer, and he does a bunch of clearing. He's got one of them mulches trees down and stuff. So he's been staying pretty busy with that. So he calls me whenever he needs help with some fence work, and I really appreciate it. So, but yeah, I think I don't know that we're gonna do any welding today, but we're gonna go lay out some holes on this fence project that he's been needing to start for a couple of weeks now. So that's what we're doing. Beautiful day to do it. Got our post all loaded, tractor loaded. Got all his string line and whatnot in the back of the pickup. Shoot, y'all ready to go mark some posts? Come on. I'm gonna leave the old goat here. Ain't gonna do no welding today. You be good now. Don't cause no trouble here at the homestead. All right, got her unloaded. Guys, this is Mitchell Perry.
Howdy, howdy.
He, go ahead and tell him a little bit about what's your business called? He does?
We've got Addicted to Metal, welding and fabrication. And we also have Perry Brothers Land Management. Liable to see some of that with me and Austin on both sides. We're here out in Creston, Oklahoma, gonna build a little pipe fence for this lady, getting some material delivered, unloaded. And we're gonna get everything laid out today and hopefully get some holes punched in the ground tomorrow.
Shoot, yeah, man, I'm pumped. We should get all the holes laid out today, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Most definitely.
Pretty much just putting a pipe fence across the front of her property here is what we're doing.
Yeah, we'll be going around this dumpster with a nice little deal so that they can still come get it while she's gone and away. A gate with a wing in back, and then we're going to tie back into the existing fence there, and then again beyond the house some existing fence there, just so that way she can keep any unwanted visitors away and a nice aesthetic curb appeal for her home.
Shoot, yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll. Here's what we've got so far. I just bought some electric fence wire, used it as a straight line. Stretch it just like you do barbed wire. We stretched her down all the way down to that other corner, and took some measurements off the road and such.
How's it look from that end, Austin?
That looks good.
Like pretty straight, considering it's just flags?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it looks real good. What's the first thing you did before don't you have to call a number? One call, isn't that what it is?
It's David calls it a one call, but it's Okie 811.
Gotcha.
You have to call. They'll come out, flag everything for free. That way you know where your boundary points are from there.
Yeah. Before you dig, you gotta. That's like the rule of thumb for anything, ain't it? Like before you dig, you call this number.
If your property or not, and a lot of people argue it. It is what it is, though. If you drive a T-post in the ground in your backyard, you're supposed to have them come out.
Right.
And let them know.
Mark water lines, electric, I mean anything that's in the ground.
Technically speaking, you're supposed to do that work within a given period of time and then call and re-up it. So that way you do have like if something happens, you're not liable per se if you hit something that wasn't marked correctly.
Right.
Because they had their time, that's their line, they're supposed to come out and mark it correctly. And then if you hit something that was unbeknownst, then you're not as liable from an insurance standpoint.
Right, right. It's the same stuff that goes on with pipeline. I think that's kind of a general number.
Well, I think it is.
Throughout
I know it's
the whole
Okie
country
811 here, but I think that 811 might be everywhere.
Well, there you have it. I'm now headed to the house. We had a good day, got all the holes laid out for that fence. It took us, what time did we get done? About 2:30 or so. And we farted around at his place for a while. Me and him chit-chat a lot. We got a lot in common. I really like Mitchell. He's a good dude, full of knowledge. I can learn a lot from him. Very good at negotiating and prioritizing when it comes to hustling work. I feel very fortunate to know him and be able to help him where I can. Makes me want to, I don't want to say stop pipelining, because I really enjoy pipelining. I've been thinking about this whole drive home. I'm like, man, like I really could like stay home and do my own thing, or help him and then slowly start my own thing and like more of my own thing, you know. But I just love, I have to really get down to my roots, and I love the travel and lifestyle, and I love pipelining. Like, that's why that's why we started a YouTube channel about it. But I want to help. What I've come to conclusion for today anyway is that what I'm really passionate about is pipeline. And those of you that are wanting to pipeline, I guess one thing that Kayla and I have always tried not to do is sugarcoat the lifestyle, because it is very feast or famine, as in like when you're working, things are great, making, good money, a lot, and you can make all these payments, that's great, but whenever you're off, sometimes you're off for longer than intended, so finances get stressful, and there's several different things, several different ways you can go about making this lifestyle work. And that's something we're all the time still practicing, if you will, or whatever, like trying to figure out. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever actually figure it out, but we've done a lot of things, the hard way and whatnot. So anyway, the conclusion I've come to is just wanting to stress how important it is to make this lifestyle work for you if you enjoy doing it. I want you, if you get into it, I want you to be able to be financial steady enough, have your finances in such order to where if something's, like if you need to come home for something, or if something's not going right on a job, or for whatever reason you need to leave a job, several different reasons, something, they're doing stuff unsafe on a job, or the person you're working for is not letting you come home for a funeral or a birthday or something, or just being a total butthole and you don't want to work for him or her. I want you to be able to have that freedom and that security to just leave and do what you want to do, because we make too much sacrifice on the pipeline to not be able to make those calls, and it's really hard. A lot of people become a slave to the lifestyle because you jump through hoops and you stay for all kinds of reasons, just trying to be a good hand. But like, it kind of goes back to like choosing who you work for wisely, because a good person that you're going to work for is going to understand a lot, but they also expect you to make certain sacrifices, but they know that balance, if that makes sense. So anyway, that's what I'm passionate about. What I've been thinking about this whole drive home is making this lifestyle work for you, and there's several different ways, and the more I learn, and whatnot, the more I want to share. And yeah, several investing in assets and multiple sources of income is the way that I can think of, but there's so many options, so just figuring out what works for you and your family. So anyway, kind of a rant here. Didn't expect to talk about this at the end of this video, but so yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all enjoyed coming with us today. I'm sure we'll see more of Mitchell and his business, because I'm going to help him next few days actually. And yeah, so hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. My advice for this week is do what you enjoy. Thank y'all for watching, and remember, learn something every day.